diverting some of the water with a channel so that we don't necessarily bring all the water to one location. Thirdly, what is the quantity of water assumed to be coming from the Bagre Dam? Is it coming from one channel? Or because the northern region is more or less a flat plain area, fairly flat terrain, it will just spread? Are we designing to narrow the waters as we did like the in some bypass where we're doing the bridge across the Dinsu River, which had about 510, but we narrowed the water so that we can have a shorter span of a bridge across. So we don't spend so much money in doing about, let's say, 300 or 400 meter long bridge. We need to get information so that we can advise. We are all Ghanaians. But the fact that you keep information as if they are secret, what they call security threat information, you give all of us a headache because we are all talking in abstract. Government should be forthcoming with information so that the same Ghanaians who are so passionate like some of us will just do this all this in pro bono. I'm telling you, but you keep all the information to your chest. You are not so versatile. You are not so enlightened in that area. You mingle that with politics. At the end of the day, you do nothing. Your expectation is below average, and people are dying every single day. Last week, I had a video from the north where another road had been cut into two, but I think it was not because it was not leading to a very bigger community. So we didn't hear about.
This is the Saboba and Chireponi areas. Yes.
Thank you. Because we are not planning. We had a similar one just a few months ago. We had one in the central region. What are we doing? I challenge government. I say, get people, technocrats who are not political. Let them speak to issues with all the fairness. I mean, bold to speak to issues because they are not scared of being victimized or being transferred. We don't work for government. I'm not a public servant, so I can speak with issues with all the people. But government will shy away from such people who would give solutions which would be lasting. And it's just what do you call it? Have you forgotten about what has been happening with our fire outbreaks in Accra, where every single year government is still holding the findings to the chest, always starting it's a security concern. Yet the fire outbreaks are not getting end. We are not seeing any end to those fire outbreaks in Accra or on Kumasi, the greater Kumasi, because government doesn't want to share information so that the technocrats who are so vested in those areas will give solutions to it. That's our problem. Everything is shredded in secrecy, and when you want to speak about it, hey, this guy is speaking on this tangent, so it's a political A aligned or political B aligned. We need to go beyond that. Other countries who are doing much more better have gone beyond the politicking of all issues. And the record shows that some of us, whenever we speak, whether it's the NDC or the MPP, when you have done the right work, we'll tell you have done the right work.
Indeed.
I've been saying this for the past 3 years, that government should find out from the contractors who did the one district, one dam, which are all being shallow. One question I would have to ask, when you are doing a dam in the northern region, there are about 3 factors that come into play. First and foremost, the temperature in the northern region is extremely high. So there's always a massive evaporation of water. Sadly, the second factor is the texture of the soil. Where you have granular material, it means that there will be higher percolation of water into the soil. So if you don't do cladding, as in how we do the landfill side, you are doing a very big dam, you go and cut the soil, you finish your commission in about 3 months. When you are in the dry season, the water is finished. You don't ask yourself questions why it is done like that. You need to put what we call high matrix clay, about 0.6 or 2 feet of a clay thickness, and clad the whole surface of the granular material so that infiltrating into the subgrade or the soil is less. That is not being done there. And these contractors and engineers all sat in the same class with us.
Sad one.